Hey, my nerds, what is up? It is Sunday again. I am proud of myself, and that's okay. We can be proud of ourselves sometimes because I am proud of myself for giving the gravity clicker the chance that it deserved because, oh boy, I mean, the unboxing video is probably released a couple minutes ago. So you can see how awkward I was with it at first, but oh my God, it's a bit awkward at first, but I told myself, I said, by God, Zach, you are going to learn how to use this. You are going to forget about the whole, I don't like skill toys things and blah, blah, blah. Be like, for God's sakes, it's got freaking magnets in it, man. Like, just learn it. Right. And I think that's the cool crossover. It's like it's a slider, knuckle roller sort of thing. So I am proud of myself for finding the pleasure in it because I did. I figured out how to really, really love it. I'm keeping it. I mean, I'm keeping one of them, but I'll get into that a little bit later. How are y'all doing here, guys? I saw some of you. I was chatting with some of you because I got a haircut. I don't know what you're talking about. I've always had this haircut. Evening. Lorraine's got one. Okay. Both Ultim and tie. Interesting. Okay. So I'm going to be talking about the Ultim and the tie. And I'll tell you why, my pros and my cons for each one. Salt pepper. Good. I don't think we're going to do unboxing videos anymore in the lives. I don't like it anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore. You want to watch the unboxing video? There's a link to the live at the end of it, and then it goes to live, and then you can just watch the live if you want more info on the unboxing that you just watched. It makes sense that way. So we're not going to do them anymore. Yeah. Still waiting on yours to arrive. Okay. Oh, you didn't. Oh, thank God. Thank God for the no unboxing videos. Okay, cool. I hope that's what you're talking about, right? Makes you get more views on the video. On the live? Oh, the live gets most of the views from you guys. People don't come back and watch these lives. People want lives while they're live, right? Anyway, we're going to talk a lot about the gravity clickers, the ones I have. And I do want you guys to, I mean, it's new. It's a new kind of fidget. So I want you guys to just like bombard me with questions. Ask me to do like all these like things with it, right? Be like, well, what the hell does it do if you do that? And what does it do if you do that? Because I want to answer those questions. We'll measure it, like weigh it. Just get me to do weird things with it. Ask a lot of things like that, okay? 100%. That's why we're here. This is why we're here. And you know what? I know. Don't worry. I know that's why you're here. So, okay. I'm getting a little bit excited for the wifey. So we're going to have an ASMR day. Okay. Before I get into it though, how hot, I just have to divert like for one little second. Okay. So recently, you ever notice how long it takes sometimes to get the right button and bearing combination for a spinner? So I've had this one for a while and it's been sitting because I haven't found the right bearing and button combo. And oh my God, I just found it. And I realized kind of like this is the button from this zirconium edamame. And oh, that's so good. And then I started realizing, I started looking and I was like, what have I done? What am I creating here? This is like this blasted Makume collection that I have going on here. And I think I've unlocked something. Like this is such an aesthetic. I am so into this look. And then that means I just need to get this one's out of place. I just need to get one more blasted Zerk button for this bad boy, preferably a Drake, but I don't know if he does something as boring as he can't blast. He can't do blasting, right? But I could get it blasted I could get it blasted. Yeah, so there's a pattern there, Tima. Definitely that. But yeah, so I gotta get one more, and then that'll be complete. Now I'll be like so happy. Such a happy guy. I mean, that's not blasted, but this machine finished. Anyway, I'll put those away because we want to talk about the gravity clickers. So when I ordered these, we're going to talk about the cog a little bit later. When I ordered these, I ordered these two, okay? Couldn't decide between the micro or the super. Had no idea. So I got both. And I kind of went on a whim there and was like, this is new. I got to know what's going on, right? Then I was talking to Tom Lene, the creator, the man, the myth, the legend behind Unquiet Hands. And I was talking to him and being like, yeah, I just ordered a couple. Really looking forward to it. And he's like, oh, you did? Oh, yeah, no, I see you here. He's like, you know what? I'm going to throw in an Ultim one for you to try since you don't have a tie. And he said, you can just keep that. Do whatever you want with it, to find out. And what a guy. Like, big thanks to Tom Lene for doing that. Amazing. So I was really happy we did that. And I got to be able to try out the Ultim as well and give you guys that impression. Because originally I wasn't gonna get any Ultim. Felt like I wanted something heavier. And I was right. Like, to be fair, I was right. Sup, Lego Lancer? Yeah, Justin G. Tom is awesome. So if you watch the unboxing video, I think I play with this one first, and it's so awkward. It's so weird. And there's a point in the unboxing video where I just stopped recording. I stopped recording and I went, I can't do this. I need to know something to do with it. So I went to the Unquiet Hands Facebook group and I saw a video by Barry Tirebulge. I think Tirebulge is in the chat right now. W's in the chat for Tirebulge. He helped me out for the unboxing video because the first one to unlock that you've probably seen me do in videos and stuff like that is the flip around one finger. I call it like the 2-finger travel. And it's very simple to get if you do it slowly, right? And you basically want to, at first, do it with all finger assistance. And it's kind of easier to realize what you're doing when you realize you're just pinching one half of it and just leaving it there. It never leaves that position ever. It's just this going around that like that. So that was the first one I figured out. And then as soon as I unlocked it and figured out how to do that, I was like, this is so neat, so cool. The thing that makes it even better is, and where the gravity thing I find comes into it, is that gravity will take it all the time and keep making you drop it. But you will get better at learning how much you can fling it and how much you can't fling it. Okay? So this is the part that kind of upgrades it. When you get here, that can be done all with like centrifugal force, basically. You can get down here and then you can flip that up and you feel so cool. Like, I don't know. It's just a cool feeling. So if I go through all the review points here, I hopefully will get to talk about everything I want to talk about it. But like I said before, hit me with questions, ask me more stuff. So review points, how does it feel? It feels therapeutic, if that makes sense. Does anyone remember, was that lady that developed like some like way to like calm cattle before slaughter where they like get held by some sort of like pressure thing? Does anyone remember that lady? I don't know her name, but that's the thing that I got reminded of with the feeling of like the magnetic pinch on the finger. It was like at first my finger was like feeling a little more fatigued from it. And I was like, wow, this is really like pinching on me. Now I don't feel it anymore. And there is just like something really, really kind of therapeutic and nice about it. It's almost better to just sit there. I find myself most using it when I'm just like watching TV or something like that, or watching something else. It's an absent-minded sort of thing, right? Temple Grandin. Yeah, that's it, Tire Bulge. You're right. Temple Grandin. Yes. So she developed some way to like soothe cattle. And that's what I feel like. I feel like there's this pressure point thing going on my finger. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Here we go. Want to get super scratched and potentially stick up if you use it like a slider? Dude, it gets so scratched up and it's supposed to, okay? So you see all those everywhere? That is all scuff marks. And that is like, there is no avoiding. So it is kind of finished like this on the side when you first get it. And then the only place that doesn't get it is right there. You can see that soft part right in the middle, but everywhere else is all scuffed up. Okay. Oh, here's a good one. Does it ladder? Does it ladder? No, not really. It's not really meant to ladder, but let's go through some moves. Okay. So initially you realize that you can do this, but this is not like very cool. This is not something, if you want like a slider where you can like ladder, I guess you can do that. You could do that, but it's not great. It's not meant for that. If you don't want to learn how to use this, like with the flipping around on your finger and stuff like that, then you're not going to get the full experience of this. That's just my opinion. You're not utilizing it to its full potential, because then when you start getting into like doing more flips like that and doing the 3-finger travel and you have like 2 flips going down, that's when you start to feel real super cool. And that's one I've gotten as well, but we'll stick it. We'll keep it easy for now. Okay. So that is one, right? You could flip it this way and you could slide it this way. I have noticed no stickiness or anything like that. It's just like super, super, super smooth. And honestly, not really one of its best points. I don't really like it like that. The one way I was clicking it, and you know what? You should hear it too. So the one way I was clicking it was like this. So it becomes like a one click sort of thing. And you could go up like that, but it always goes down to that. You miss the second click. So that's another one you can do. Very satisfying click. Oh, shit. Thank you. Sorry, both mics are on. Fuck. Okay. We'll do this again. So, this click. It's a one click, right? So I didn't ever want to do this as much because there's a bounce to it, but I was doing it. This is one you can do if you're in your pocket. Like, okay, here's what I was doing a little bit. I was like, you could stand up and you can have it in your pocket like that and just be doing that one click. And you have all the room you want in your pocket to do that one click. So that was one, that was the move. I'm so glad I remembered that. That was the biggest cool thing I liked about that move when I figured that one out. I'm gonna switch these again, and I'm gonna look. Where did I lose it? Do you manage equally with either hand? No. Thank you. Good question, Lorraine. Thank you. So I don't, but I manage like way better with like sliders. Like if I pick up a slider, I find that I'm pretty amphibious, if you know what I mean, with both hands, right? You know, I can do both of them. But this one, I find it's like dominant hand is where it is at, kind of thing. But I mean, I can. And I do find myself flipping and switching. So it's this one. And that might be because I have very low sensitivity in that finger because I lost the tip of it. But no, I'm just awkward as hell doing it that way. But So I can't really do the 3-finger one, but I can do this one all right. But yeah, no, this is like a dominant, this is very much like a dominant hand one. You've had bad experiences with flap. Yeah, I know. Yeah, JP, I know you always have that. You say you always get plates sticking up. I don't know how this is supposed to stick up, but honestly, this is not what this is about. So if you want a slider that is not about sliding, is more about flipping and using centrifugal force and gravity and stuff, then that's what this is for, right? Another easy one is you can do you have seen Tom doing this one where you just kind of flip and click. Keep flipping and clicking like that because it feels so good in there. Speaking of how does it feel? This is so soft and stonewashed. It's Unquiet Hands, like polished stonewash. So that's one thing I kept getting hypnotized by was the feeling of how smooth it is. I almost would like it just rolling around my finger and feeling that. Okay, what else do we have? Can you slide on the concave stuff? Yes. Okay, so we went over that. Can I walk them down your fingers? Yes, we went over that. You can. So you go down like that, right? That's as far as I've been able to go. And then you go back up like that. And then the other walk, and I have to thank Asa Tran for this, for showing me this one that I was trying to figure out, is that you go as if you're going to be going and doing that flip, but you go down, you click, and then it's just a matter of bringing your middle finger into the side, and you can decide where the magnets are going to go. And then you go back to this, and then you flip it back over like that. Okay. What is this? I don't know. What is this, guys? Twitch wants to know what this is. Drevi Blankenship. This is a fidget. These are fidget toys, man. This is a gravity clicker. Yeah, that's a good point, Justin. People who roll coins. Yeah, if you had a coin and you like to roll it around your hands. Yeah. What do we do? Just watch the first part. You're back. Okay. I need to feel super cool right now. It might help you. You just did that's it. Okay. I'm so over keeping my fidgets perfect. Well, the ones I never sell, my mindset has shifted. Yes, I'm ditching selling all the fidgets I don't use and just enjoying the ones I love. Yes, that's a good way of thinking of it. And I figured out very, very quickly with this one that it was meant to be kind of messed up and stuff, and just that's what's supposed to happen. So I wasn't very careful from the beginning because it's just that's what's supposed to happen. But one thing I did recognize, and I have been very diligent about, and I'm very proud of myself for this too, is I can be pretty bad about sliders like over sidewalks and down on the beach and stuff because I think I'm so good at it, and I rarely drop them and stuff. When I'm in a controlled situation, I can keep it going. I refuse to try this over concrete because the amount of times I drop it, it's crazy. Like, you do have to get used to the magnet strength, which is very strong, but you have to get used to how much you flip it and what the motor skills are for it. So if I would go on a dog walk or something with it, I was like keeping it in my pocket, keeping it there, just doing like the click in my pocket like I was showing you. And then if like, my dog was like laying down in the grass, and then I'd be like, oh, I'm over grass. Okay, I'll play with it a little bit here. I'll be pretty good. And then I dropped it like 6 times or something like that in the grass. So there you go. It's like you gotta just don't do it. You're just gonna ding it up. They need to be loud when it's in your pocket, so it's not confused with just playing with yourself. It's true. That's actually a really good point, Darren. I didn't think of that. It's a good thing that it is quite loud. It is quite loud in your pocket. It does work out that way. If you do it slower, you can still click twice. Really? Okay. What? Like... You're getting 2 clicks out of that? On the concave side, I can do it slow enough, but then I hardly get a click. I don't know. Maybe you're special. You're lucky you can do both, even though you're left-handed. Maybe it's because you're left-handed. So you've lived in a right-handed world and you've already had to adapt to such things. So you're already more amphibious, to that kind of thing. Ambidextrous, amphibious. Okay, yeah. Versus Altum. Okay, so this is my favorite one. And you're right, we should start talking about Altum. But this is my favorite one because of the weight and the substantial amount in your hand. And I will explain why I like this one a little bit less, okay? In a little bit. But we'll go to the Altum one, okay? Altum. Altum is the same sort of pleasure as far as flipping around, but for the life of me, I have to struggle to do that, to get it to flip back up like that is much more of a struggle, to use that centrifugal force. There it goes. So it's you try to use too much and it flies around. So Altum, I find I have to use all kind of finger assistance, but I also find that it doesn't fall as much. Okay. So if I only use my finger to fly this thing around, it's almost really easy to not drop it. So that is one thing that's better about it. The other thing that's cool is that these clicks are actually cool on the back here. So when you have this one, the other one doesn't work, but this one, you do actually get clicks. Versus this. This, you just get slide noises. Right? This one, for some reason, and it slides great on the Altum. And then we'll do that other click. Oh, wrong one. That one. First time I tried that. That might be the best of both worlds. And then that still clicks. And then I wonder if this is the stationary one. Yeah, that still works. Because the titanium's got the weight to have the fling. Cool. Yeah, thanks, Chris, for suggesting that. I've never tried that, actually. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Okay, where are we at here? Altum, when will they... Oh, I don't know, Timothy. I don't know. He's working on it. So what he did tease was that he was going to do some sort of drop in a different exotic metal. And I saw a post where someone was like, wouldn't it be great in Mokutai or something? And I said, well, yeah, but it would get all messed up. It would get all scratched, and it just wouldn't... What's the point in doing it in, something nice if the whole body is like the sliding surface? And then Tom sort of cheekily said, oh, well, I have a solution for that. I'm like, I am curious to see what your solution is to keep that working like that. Oh no. You dropped your coral work on the sidewalk. Oh, that sucks, man. Well, it's your coral work forever now. Yeah, proven beater. Yeah, I mean, some of you know the horrible things I've done with wraps, right, to prove that they're incredibly, incredibly strong. Unrelated, but kind of related. Will I mess up my ice cream sandwich if I drop it in the bath? In the bath? Is the laptop set up or are you on your phone? You won't mess it up. I have used wraps underwater before. I took a wrap to the river one time. And yeah, no, you can fidget with anything in the water. Just dry it off, after. You're going to have to take the whole thing apart. I hope it's an edible ice cream sandwich that you can take apart because you're going to have to take it apart and dry it out. Okay. Like they are not, what is it called? Like IP15 or whatever is things like that, for like, dust and water resistance and stuff. Definitely not. Definitely not. Ultim Micro is better at the 2 clicks. Okay, well, good to know because this is the one that we don't have is the Ultim Micro, and we should talk. We should talk a little bit about the one reason. So the one reason, God, the magnets are so strong; they just always zap towards each other. I have to keep them so far away from each other, or they're just coming at each other all the time. It's crazy. So the one reason that I don't like the micro as much is like it still flips around, right? It's still got the weight to do the flip, but the one thing I'm going to use it for a bit and we'll see if it just does it naturally. Maybe I'm too good at it now. It's just not gonna. My motor skills have developed enough. Come on, you gonna do it? Okay, what it does sometimes is it goes like this, and because there's less magnets, Timo could probably tell us because he's got the Ultim Micro, so he can probably see through it and tell us what I imagine is that instead of 3 magnets here, it's only 2 magnets here. And what I was finding is that I get it doing this. It tends to want to like go off kilter like that and like be like this. And then you're like, damn it. No. Go back there. Do that. There, 2. So it's got 2 magnets in it. Tima confirms. So that's the one thing I was like, it's like sometimes I find it's like going off like this. So it's like not enough magnets, but that could be something that's solved with the Ultim, just with the weight. Okay. But if I'm being completely honest, I feel like the Super in titanium is kind of what it was all prototyped around. If I had to guess, I have no proof, but if I had to guess, I would guess that Tom Linné prototyped with titanium in the Super first. That this was like the flagship sort of idea. I could be totally wrong, but in my opinion, this one works the best and feels the best. The micro is supposed to be designed for like thinner fingers, but I don't really understand what the idea is behind that because it's not like either of the openings are any different, right? Like there's nothing different about that. The only thing that is different is the actual thickness this way. Thickness same that way, openings are the same, everything else is the same. Okay? So I don't really understand that part of it. Okay. Questions are getting away from me. Abby sold her Micro G. Okay, yeah, you got your Super. Yeah, we swapped it. You dropped a wrap light in the toilet. Oh, God, that's like my worst nightmare. That's like, I've had like fears of that before. I think that's why I just like, I don't take them to the bathroom. Just like, I've had like these visions where I'm like, because I know that if it drops, like I'm like, I got to go get the gloves. Like I got to go in there. And it's just like, I'm not flushing the damn thing. Like, it's just, that's the part that I'm most worried about. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Shorter space between knuckles. Oh, Darren, you're so smart. Oh, you're so smart. Of course. I didn't even think of that. Okay. So, for those who don't understand what Darren's trying to say, the only reason that it's different size this way is because some people might have a different distance from one knuckle to the other. They might have less leg in between the knuckles, in between the bendies, right? It's easier to see like that. So you have this. So if you have real, maybe I'm supposed to be for the, maybe the micros for me. So maybe this is for like, maybe it's like for longer fingers is the super. And then for shorter fingers is this, because it would fit better, I guess. I guess that's a really good point, Darren. Thank you. Thank you for staying up late in Denmark to impose your wisdom upon us. Tom told you he preferred the micro. Well, I firmly disagree with Tom. I disagree with Tom. I do. I think it's where it's at is here. And maybe Tom has short fingers, right? Maybe Tom has shorter fingers. I have very average fingers. I've measured them before. I did that for another unboxing video. I think it was like actually it was an Unquiet Hands spinner. It was the, what was it called? It was in copper. The Sage. It was a copper Sage. Yeah. I remember measuring my hands for that unboxing video and finding out I had absolutely average size hands. And yeah, this one just works for me. I don't know. I like it. I like the 3 magnets. Yeah. But here's the cool thing is that they're fidgets, and he made 4 different kinds of different weights and sizes. So you guys could all have exactly what you want. The key is to getting over the learning period and figuring out just that one move. I swear to God, when you just figure out that move, you will be like, oh, I get it. I get it. But at first, I swear to God, I opened it up and I was like, oh my God, what the hell is this? I was like, what the hell is this? And that's why I had to stop and go watch that video by Barry. If anyone wants to sell their wrap light that they dropped in the toilet for half off, let me know. And you will go and bathe with it. So Uber prefers the micro in the PEI, which is also another word for Ultim. That's the name of the material, versus the super in Thai. For the micro in PEI versus super in Thai. Well, maybe I need to try a micro. I don't know in PEI, but I don't know. I feel like I've like honeymooned with this one enough that you know what happens? Like something gets sealed in your brain. And you're like, nope, that's mine now. I love it like that. There we go. Tim's on the wagon now. He's like, now he wants to try Thai. Yeah. There we go. And Jer feels like the super would be better for him if he has bigger hands. Yeah, if you're one of those dudes like my dad is. My dad's got like the sausage fingers. He's got like the glove, like the big, just the big meat mitts, you know, these just big, thick old fingers kind of thing. Then yeah, you definitely like even your fingers are thicker. I know we're not talking about that. We're talking about knuckle distance and stuff, but I think that would be another reason to get this one. It's more substantial. There's more in it, you know, more to hold on to and stuff. So that's what I would say. As far as haptics and sound, which are another 2 of my review points, we've really been over that. You've heard a lot of the sound. Haptics are strong. I've mentioned that a few times. The magnets are, I have no idea what they are if they're N52, but I think there's enough of them in there because you got to realize there's 2 different stacks. I think there's got to be 3. There's got to be like 3 thick magnets in there. I don't understand how he's got it because he's got the orientation polarity, right? Working as if it's like a flip slider, right? Where it works on both sides like that. So that would be one hell of a thing to assemble, right? And that's one of the things about it is that it is a sealed unit. This thing just pops together, right? And stays that way. So, and then yeah, haptics good, haptics great. And then what was my other review point? Why do I always forget it? What am I talking about? Oh, it's because I wanted to change it. So usually I say like, how are the haptics? How are the sound? How does it feel? And then how does it perform?
I'm not closing the door. Don't ask me.
So how does it perform, right? We've talked about how it performs. Performs amazing when you learn it, okay? So the performance of it is something that you have to learn, all right? So the other thing I want to talk about is instead of how does it look, I'm kind of switch it to like craftsmanship. So the craftsmanship it's Unquiet Hands, right? The design language is beautiful. It's so sleek and, fits in your hand. The one thing I've noticed now is that there's like there's a wiggle. There's some kind of wiggle going on. You see that? And that wasn't there at first. I think maybe it's like a wiggle that's happening after more use and stuff like that. And I thought it was just with that one, but there's the ever so slight, this one you can't really see, but there's a tiny little wiggle with that one too. And then you can feel it with this one. So I'm not really worried about that because I know that this is like a press fit sort of thing. So I'm going to assume that that's something that is going to happen with all of them. And the amount of times I've dropped this thing and nothing's blown open or anything like that, I can only assume that Tom has tested it in the same way. The one thing, what are you talking about here? Are the magnets loose? I think you heard something in your mind. So yeah, this one, the only one that I noticed that had kind of looser magnets was the Super. I could hear magnets kind of like a little bit of a rattle, but I like it. It's almost like when you have like the Wispy, right? How, they made the Wispy on purpose to have a little bit of like, rattle in there. So I find it adds to it. It's so subtle. It's not overpowering or anything like that. So that is present in this one. And then I think I found it to start. Yeah, then it opened up in this one. I found they all sort of broke in except the Ultim. The Ultim didn't really break in and didn't really end up. Yeah, no, I don't really feel any magnet wiggle in that one. So yeah, I don't know. So the one other component about it is the cog. So I assume that he implemented this because he thought, well, some people aren't going to want to use them as skill toys. And they're just going to want to have these clickers. So they are quite clicky. They do become quite clicky when you use them this way. And it's too much for me. I don't really get it. I don't really like it personally. To me, it's like, I understand that some people might not want to use them as skill toys, but I find it too loud and I just like them as is, like that. That's kind of my 2 cents of it. And if we're happy with it, that's kind of all I have to say about them. Thank you for asking all those questions. That really helped me through it. And do we want to spin the wheel? Do we want to spin the wheel? And do we want to spin the wheel knowing the knowledge that Tom donated this one, right? Okay, one more question. How do I feel about not being able to unscrew them, tune them? Don't care. They feel perfect. It's done already. I don't want to do that because it would be a disaster. Are you kidding? Trying to get magnets to have like both the opposing, polarities out in different ways. I don't even know how they would possibly be able to get those together. It's crazy. So I don't really feel a need to it. I feel like the magnets are perfectly tuned. You're so worried about losing the cogs since it's not magnetic. Yeah, I haven't really taken the cogs around a lot just because I find it too loud. But yeah, I guess, I don't know. You could. They're pretty in there, right? Like, I guess it does kind of open up pretty easy when you have, because that magnet's like away from it. I guess it does. I guess it could. I don't know. I didn't think of that. Yeah, I guess it could. Maybe just don't take them out. It is kind of a desk toy. Okay. It is kind of a desk toy. That's what I find about it. I did take it when I'm driving and I lost it. a good 3 times in the car. 3 times in the car. It just, one of them flew around and I had to get out of the car and like look under the seat, look in weird places because it just sucked to stuff and magnetized to stuff that I just couldn't see. So that was a little bit frustrating. But as I was saying, so this one, both of these are going on the wheel with their cogs for free. Okay. So one of these, the Altum one, was given to me for free by Tom Linné. So that's fine and well and dandy. Usually things that are given to me for review for free go on the wheel. This one I did buy, but I am donating it to the wheel personally myself with the cog. Okay. So we're going to put both these on the wheel for free. They're going to be free items, not paid ones. We'll do that right now. Would be interested to see him put a metal ball in the middle of the cog. Instead, he has magnets in the middle. Yeah, it could be work. Yeah, could work. Could work. Yeah. Okay, so let's find the wheel here. Make sure it's all booted up, and we will get to adding this. So we're going to do it's called the we're going to call it Altum Super G. We know that's gravity. And then we'll go the Tie Micro G. Perfect. There we go. Okay. So let's keep this nice and simple today. Let's go and set up our thing. Fidget. Perfect. Done. Good. Okay. So I think Nightbot is set up for the standard ! Fidget. And if you enter in ! Fidget into the chat, you will be entered into the possibility to spin the wheel and the possibility to, get, I don't know, maybe get one of these free. So yes, just like this, whereas an example, there we go, J Dizzy. So just like J Dizzy did up on the screen, do it ! All Fidget lowercase, just like Dizzy up on the screen, enter it in like that, and Nightbot there will enter you in to spin the wheel. Possibility spin the wheel. Okay. Let's see how we can do it. Let's get it done. Caps worked. Oh. Okay. Darren's saying that caps worked. That's cool. That's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know it wasn't case sensitive. Excellent. Excellent. But I still will do that just as another little thing. There we go. Okay. Slowing down here. Slowing down. Gonna make this nice and quick today. Okay. I'm not seeing any more. So I am going once, going twice, and whoever's going to be spinning the wheel today is going to be Joseph Hong. Mr. Hong, would you please step up? You're going to be spinning the freaking wheel. Joseph Hong. Joseph Hong's never spun the wheel before. This is crazy cool. This is crazy cool. Joseph Hong. Where's Joseph Hong? Joseph Hong, let's get to the wheel here, and we'll get it all explained for Joseph, unless, I don't know, maybe Joseph knows what's going on. Joseph Hong. Joseph Hong, here he is right here. Joseph Hong has a level 3. He's got a level 3 right there on his name. It means he's been a Nerd Herd member for several months. This is perfect. This is perfect. So, Joseph, do you know how this works? Do you know how to put your points into it? I'm seeing if you do, if you've been leveling up for 3 levels now and stuff. So what Joseph can do is he can put all of his points into a paid item, or to like give himself more than 3 spins, or he can divvy up, his points into free items, right? He can't put more than 1 point on a free item, unfortunately. All right. So we can't just like go all in for, one of those gravity clickers kind of thing there. But he could, go for there's actually really good free items on there. It's like the stainless steel Lambda try there that got up for free on the last spin, which is freaking amazing. Yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff up here. The bonus bundle. No one's hit the bonus bundle in a long time. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So if you want to take a look at that, Joseph, take a look. Yeah. So I'll let it spin there for you so you can see. So remember, you got 3 spins. Okay. You can pass on your spins. Tie swoop times 1. Titanium swoop times 1. Where's the titanium swoop? The titanium swoop, I believe, is a paid item. So you could put all of your points in the tie swoop if you really want to go for it. But what he's saying to me is that he wants to put 1 point into it, which makes it just a little bit bigger on the wheel, a little bit easier to hit. So that means he still has 2 points to divvy up and put there on the wheel. Clean EDC. Oh, you're going to split it like this. Okay, I get what you're going to do. Okay, clean EDC drop sus ticket. That's a really popular one because everyone wants a slim pillow. So we want to put 1 into that. Cool. And those are side by side, but I will shuffle that possibly, I think, to make that better. And then you have one more point to put towards the wheel. This is interesting. I like how he's doing this. He's going for all these paid items that he could have dumped all of his points into, but he is choosing to split it all up. Very interesting. So 1 more point to assign to the wheel to level up there, Joseph. And then we'll be ready to give it a little shuffle and then give it a little spin. 1 more. We'll let it spin around here a little bit. Spin around here a little bit. And 1 more. 1 more to clean EDC. Okay, so he's putting 2 in to make it a 3 and 1 into the tie swoop. Okay, so that is his 3 points. I'm going to give it a little shuffle, a little bit more separated there. And let's get ready, guys. Big wins, W's in the chat for Joseph. His first time up on the wheel. Let's get some big fidget money going here. Let's get him what he wants. Let's get him what he needs. First one up. What is... Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so this is a paid item, but this is... So Derek from Fidget Things has offered to, if anyone wants to, and they take this, they can basically call him up, skip any sus for a sob slider, and he just got new exotic materials in and stuff like that. I know for a fact. And he will work with you and work with the materials he has, and he will make you a custom sob. You have to pay for it, but yeah. So Tim M regrets not doing that one. Yeah. And Crystal Tie. I have a Crystal Tie one, and holy crap, do I love it. I'm keeping that one. Crimpled tops. Oh, he does. You're right. Yeah. So, I mean, he's doing a lot of really cool things. All really cool things, Fidget Things with the sob. And you hit it. So, I mean, if you want to take it, you can, or you can pass it, spin again. You got 2 more spins. 2 more spins to go and see what else you can get. But that's a really good first one to hit. A lot of great possibilities with that. You have 2 more. You have 3 total, and you have 2 more to go. If you pass on this one's gone forever, and you can't go back to this one. Okay? Spin it. Spinning it. He's going for what he knows what he wants. The man that knows what he wants is going to go get it. Oh, that was close. Oh, the bonus bundle. I was just talking about the bonus bundle. I should show everyone what is in the bonus bundle currently, because it's just kind of like a bunch of like cool little things. So the bonus bundle currently has an Ono Junior roller from Abbey Bay. So that. It's got a little tri-spinner in it as well. This is all in the bundle, all free. It has got a custom leather pouch, really cool leather. From Lorraine Grant, and then it's got a little Rage 3D slider in there, so that's pretty cool. And then it's got in this box, it's got a bearing removal tool, that's pretty cool. And then some bearing stuff it's got some bearing like Loctite, and then a shim kit for shimming up your button. And then, it's got a little Fidget Nerd sticker in there. It's got a bead for like a lanyard. And then it's got several five different kinds of bearings for a thing. And I'm probably just gonna keep adding to this thing as well as we go along. When I find more things and stuff like that. Yeah, because this is yes. So this bundle will just keep growing. It's just going to keep growing if people don't take certain things on the wheel. It's just going to keep growing and getting bigger and bigger to the point where people are like, okay, God, fuck, I guess I better should take it. So, yep, up to you. Spin for the last time, please. Okay, let's do it. That's fair. That's fair. Done, and spin it. This is the one. This is what he's taking home, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. You won. Holy crap, you won the mini tray. Ah! Oh my God, it's been on the wheel for so long. Holy crap. Okay, so what he's won, I have to get a picture of it because oh my God, Brian's gonna be so happy. It's been on the wheel for so long. You got this really cool tray. So you won this thing. You get to take this home. Brian Mercado is going to send this to you. And yeah, there you go. You won it for free. You won it for free. Trays are sick. So I will contact Barry. I mean, Barry, I've been talking about Barry for so long. I'll contact Brian Mercado. Yeah, I have one. I have this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 trays by Brian Mercado. So you're welcome, Joseph. Thank you for playing. I think that's freaking cool. And this one's in orange, but you'd never know, man. This one's been on the wheel for a while. So Brian Mercado might have this one just sitting there, or he might be making you up a fresh one entirely for you, kind of thing. You will work with him. If you, Joseph Hahn, could just PM me on Facebook so I know who you are on Facebook, because sometimes the names are different on Facebook than they are on YouTube. And then I don't know who you are, and I don't know who to tell Brian to like contact and talk to about stuff and things like that. Yes, that's true, Abby. The storage hub is absolutely mint. It is what I keep literally all my fidgets in up there on my shelf up there, kind of thing. So yeah, you can just email me. You can. My email is up on it's up on my, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say it's up on the YouTube under the about section. You can just do that. It's ZacharyTheButcher@gmail.com. ZacharyTheButcher@gmail.com. Yeah, and you can just email me and let me know. Because are you saying you're not on Facebook? Because we'll just do that. If I can get Brian's email, we'll get you in contact. We'll get it all worked out. But yeah, just email me. Let me know who you are and that this is Joseph and I won the thing, and I'll get you in contact with Brian, and he will get that shipped off to you. Okay? Perfect. This was fun, guys. This was fun. And I hope that you guys aren't too scared away by the gravity clicker, because it is weird in the beginning. Okay? It's weird in the beginning, but I would like you guys to give it a try. That's one of the reasons that, I'm putting up that micro one on the wheel for free. I want to be out there. I want the chance for someone to get it and experience it. And I'm happy that I was kind of worried that I was going to be like, oh, I love the super tie the most. And, that everyone was going to be like, oh yeah, me too. Because it's like, no, I'm happy that you guys were like, no, actually, no, I like the micro Ultim, and that is my favorite. Right. So that's what I'm happy about, is that it's just still very, very opinionated. Right. Oh, so Matt Noble's Ultim gravity clicker broke. I just saw him using it. That's interesting. I think I saw just a video. That's too bad. So that is one of the reasons I didn't get Ultim. I am almost convinced that if you drop Ultim enough times, it will crack and break. It is made of plastic. Okay. Yes, it's a very, very strong plastic. It's, very strong. But it's plastic, and all the Ultim stuff I've ever had, it does break. So that was my biggest thing for being like, I just want to get the titanium one, right? So that sucks. I imagine that Tom Linné will be doing something about it. It's separated. Okay, we'll be finding out what happens more with that. I'm sure Tom will help out with it and help him get a new one. Yes, I did see this. The Dapper. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be getting one. I'm really, to be honest, guys, I'm trying to like not get stuff because otherwise my list of things will be too long. Like we're doing the Amoebas by Supermax 3D next week, and those are just sent to me by Max kind of thing. So that's another thing that, unboxing, review and stuff, right? And then I've had Ace Tran send me the epilogue prototype to review and stuff. So I did an unboxing video of that today. So that'll be the week after. And then there's another week after. It's all lined up. And if I buy myself anything, it's like, it just adds to my pile. Yeah. When I'm doing a full stream on those. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. There's like, he sent me. It's like 3 of them to talk about. So we'll probably do a full stream on those. Yeah. Yep. Pushing the limits, trying new things. Shit happens. You learn. Yeah. Put things right. Yeah, absolutely. It's Unquiet Hands. They always put things right. Yeah. Yeah. That will be, I think it's July 6th or something. I do them in the order that they're sent to me and I receive them. Okay. And if it's something that I bought and something that someone hasn't like sent to me for free, like to just sponsor, a review kind of thing. If it's something that I just bought, I always shove that down underneath things that people have just sent me because it's not fair to me to just be like, hey, look at this thing I bought. I want to review it. No, I don't do it like that. So yeah, that's the order it's gone in so far. And yeah, we'll keep going. But yeah, there is a Dapper review. But it looks cool. It looks like a bow tie. It's a spinner. It looks like a bow tie by Spinetic. And that is an old company. Been around for so long. And it's great to see them making new stuff. Finally, once again. All right. Thank you, Tom Lene, for sending me this extra stuff. Thank you, Joseph Hong, for spinning the wheel. Thank you all, you nerds, for all of your good questions. As always, I love when you guys get the conversation going and the chat rolling. It's perfect. I'm Zachary Butcher, your host, and I'll see you next week for more fidgety fun. For now, I'm cutting the feed.